Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ and welcome to another episode of Ask RJ. Now I can't remember the last time I did one of these, and this is the Q&A feature of my channel where you get your questions answered. Now what we're going to be looking at is Tirlu. That is the Bitcoin to PayPal exchanger, and the question is, should you be using it or should you not? Keep watching. Okay, and welcome to another video. So like I said, this is the Q&A feature of my channel where you get your questions answered. Recently I've been getting a lot of questions about Tirlu. So Tirlu is basically an exchange site where you can put in your Bitcoins. They will give you a very good rate, I do have to say, and then they will basically put the fiat dollars, pounds, whatever worth of your Bitcoin into your PayPal account. Now obviously in the past when people have asked me, you know, a good exchange site, I've always told them to go to localbitcoins.com, and that still holds true. Localbitcoins.com is one of the most used and the most popular sites on the internet for exchanging cryptocurrency into your local currency. But the big problem is that localbitcoins.com have now massively gone into KYC. So unless you want to be putting pictures of your passport and your driver's license and probably utility bills and stuff like that to prove address and all that, unless you want to do that, you can't use their site. I think they've had a lot of pressure from various governments and outside people, because I know in the past some agencies such as FBI, CIA, you know, all those kind of things have actually caught people and arrested people for using localbitcoins.com as a business, in the sense of, like, I mean, we're talking like millions upon millions of pounds of cryptocurrency being exchanged and then people getting the cash out and getting caught. So anyway, a lot of people have mentioned Tirlu to me, asked me what I thought of it, would I do some sort of a review on it. So basically that is what I'm bringing you today. So Tirlu, like I say, it is a Bitcoin to PayPal exchange program. They do give a very good exchange rate. I will say that again, and it is very easy to use. So basically all you do is you put in here the amount you want to sell. So let's say okay, so let's say we're going to sell a million. It's going to tell us we're going to get 138,000 $138.93, and then what you do is you put your PayPal address in there and then click Start Exchange. So when you've gone through that and you've clicked the Start Exchange, you will then receive this. So this is basically just a receipt telling you how much you've decided to deposit. This is obviously my receipt from when I did it. Gives you your Bitcoin address, or rather the address to send those Bitcoins to, and then obviously below it will give you the information, your exchange rate. It will show you the email address you've used. It will then give you a payment ID and a transaction ID and a QR code. Shortly after this, you will receive a similar thing to your email account, and here it is. So this is, as you can see here, we exchanged at the time 350,000 Bitcoin. We were meant to receive we received $43.43 to this PayPal account. Obviously all of private information has been removed for that reason, and basically what it will do is, once there's been a confirmation from the blockchain, they will then start looking to send your money to your PayPal account and hopefully complete that transaction within 24 hours. Okay. So, as most of you probably know out there, PayPal does not at all endorse using exchange programs such as this to then transfer money into their site. They basically are totally against it, and this is one of the big reasons probably to steer clear of Tirlu, in the sense of because if you do get caught using it, there is the possibility that PayPal could suspend your account or possibly ban you. But to overcome this, Tirlu has done something which is actually quite clever. So if we go down to the FAQs, we click on this. So basically it says here that the way they do this and the way they achieve the goal of getting you your money is that they create random invoices. So they use many different accounts. They create fake invoices for fake goods or for fake services, and then that will get sent through to you. So basically, like the $43.43 we expecting, that would not come in a lump sum. It comes in small amounts, like a couple of dollars, $10, whatever. So that's how they get around it. But this does lead to a problem, and it could be a very, very big problem depending on how much you've decided to exchange. Also as well, I'm sure all of you out there, like myself, first off, what you would probably start with is a very small amount, a low amount, just to test out the system, like it's what I did. And then obviously once you've got those payments, you would probably increase them. And like I say, this is where it can cause a problem for you. So basically what happened, this is what happened to me. So I did my exchange. Obviously I just showed you my receipts, and then I started to get in lots of confirmations from PayPal to say that I was getting deposits into my account. So like this one, and this one, and this one, and finally this one. So you can see there the four deposits ranged everything from $1 up to this final one of nearly $30. Now with the combined 4 deposits, as you can see, it does actually come to slightly more than $43.43. Now my only explanation for this is the fact that if you go into the FAQs, Tirlu do say that they cover all of the fees. So for those of you that use PayPal a lot, you'll know that when you get deposits into your account, PayPal take a percentage of that as sort of like an administration fee. So Tirlu are saying they will cover that, so I'm just assuming that that is why I got slightly over what was actually shown in my receipt, which is brilliant. It was only a few hours after that obviously my payment had been confirmed, and then I started getting those payments into my account, which is absolutely brilliant. I couldn't fault the service up to that point, to be quite honest, and I thought, brilliant, this is not only a service that I can personally use if I want to do some exchanges, but it's also something that I can bring to you guys if you want to exchange your Bitcoin into your local currency. Then this is a place you can do it with no fuss, no KYC needed, and it seems to be legitimate and work. Now and this was the problem, is the next day I went into my email account and I received this. So this was a notification from PayPal telling me that one of the payments that was sent to me the previous day from Tirlu was putting in a claim, or basically against me, saying that I had not sent them the goods, or I hadn't provided the services that they had paid for. So, and obviously these were imaginary services. No one was really expecting to get anything. And it was just that that's how they do it. But this probably imaginary person, but this account, should I say, had put this claim in against me. And like I say, the problem is PayPal do not endorse you using these, and certainly do not endorse exchanging cryptocurrency into dollars or pounds using their service. They do not endorse this at all. That in fact they absolutely look down on it. So you can't turn around to PayPal and say, look, this is a load of rubbish. I've basically used a Bitcoin exchange site to put money into my PayPal account, because as soon as you do that, they're probably going to turn around and possibly suspend your account, if not possibly ban your account. And obviously if you're someone that uses PayPal a lot, like myself, then the last thing you want is for that service to be unavailable to you, and then try and figure out a way to open a new account where they're not going to then just instantly close that one as well. So basically what I had to do was I then had to refund this person after a short message. Because I basically just played dumb. I said, look, I have no idea what you're on about. But because he had said that I was meant to provide these services and I hadn't, and I couldn't tell PayPal what had actually happened, basically I just had to do the refund. And so therefore I did a refund of the $29, which I was meant to receive $43.43. So that is pretty much nearly all of what I was meant to receive. And the thing is that I have to send that money back, but I didn't get my Bitcoin back. I didn't get any refund from them. And when I did approach Tirlu and said, look, what's going on? Like you say, you use multiple accounts to put this money in to my PayPal, and now one of these accounts has put a claim in against me, and I've had to give a refund because there's not much else I can do. But what about me? Where's and all I got was a support message back. I did get a support message back, I will say, but then they were asking for loads of what I felt was personal information to do with my PayPal account, and I just did not want to give that to them. So basically at the end of the day, I got a small amount, but most of it I had to give back. So basically at the end of the day, Tirlu has two major flaws, and these flaws are associated with PayPal, and basically Tirlu are just using the way PayPal works to gain an advantage so they can claim back their money and not actually give you your Bitcoin back. So basically the two problems are, if we look at this receipt, this is the account that put the claim in against me. So that's one major problem, is that basically anytime, I think within a week of someone depositing money into your PayPal account, they can put a claim in and dispute, like saying that they have not received goods or services that you were meant to supply to them. And PayPal, unless you can prove otherwise, is always going to go in the favor of the buyer as opposed to the seller. I'm sure many of you that have ever done eBay will understand this and probably experience the same thing. Right, so the second major problem with using Tirlu is this. If you read this guide on reversals, it says, please be aware that your payment can still be reversed if it is subject to a chargeback, even after you have sent the item to the buyer, complying with PayPal's seller protection and following the trading guides on our security page, blah, blah, blah. So again, even if the buyer or the person that has sent you the money, the account that sent you the money from Tirlu, doesn't put in a dispute, they can simply do a chargeback. So they can say for whatever reason they didn't mean to make the purchase, it was a mix-up, their kid made the purchase, or so that is another way they can just get that money back and keep your cryptocurrency. So basically, although Tirlu seems to be on the face of it a good exchanger, behind the scenes these things are what is going on, and therefore it leaves you open to the possibility of losing all of your or any cryptocurrency that you send to Tirlu. And also as well, even if you use sites like Local Bitcoins, they still have merchants on there that will send to your PayPal account. But the big difference is that each merchant is given a score from starting at 100, and then each time they make a trade, that person that has traded with the merchant can put a comment on saying yes, really great, or no, I've had a bad experience. And obviously every time a merchant gets a bad comment, their rating goes down. So very similar to eBay, works on sort of like an honor system, but like I say, the buyers and sellers can put scores vice versa. So obviously, even if I'm going on there and I'm selling, and I basically, he sends me the money and I don't send him the coins, then he can, or they can, put a bad review on me as well, and my score will go down from 100. So obviously it works both ways, and that's why sites like Local Bitcoins and other and similar sites to that are the better way to go, rather than these independent websites like Tirlu, because there's no recourse. Tirlu, you know, you're only probably ever going to see good testimonials on their site, because they're not going to put bad testimonials on their site. So it's very difficult to gauge anyone that's going there for the first time to really understand how well Tirlu works. Yes, like I said in the beginning, it seemed brilliant. They came through, I got the money, but then, like I say, the problem is what happened after that. So really, at the end of the day, the best way, if you're going to use any of these exchanging sites to receive your money, the best and the safest way is through a bank transfer. Basically, once that's in your account, then that's it, it's in your account. And also, like I say, with places like Local Bitcoins, they work on an escrow system. So you put your coins into escrow, and you don't have to release those coins until you receive your cash into your bank or wherever you've decided to have that cash sent to. And then you release the coins to the merchant. Everybody's happy, done deal, and that is basically how it should go. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Hope the information was useful. Thanks a lot for watching. If you could smash that like button, really supports my channel, which then helps me bring more content to you. So take care, have a great rest of your week, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.